Hello folks, this is AudioTron 1003 and this is a video request from another YouTuber called Frazzle Gun. He wanted me to show him how I made or designed the swing ride. So this is it packed up in its wagon with all the plates and everything, lights, etc., all packed up. So what I'm going to have to do is pause the video, unpack this, set it out in its components. Bearing in mind that some of these have been super glued together to form sections, but I'll go through that in the video. So what I'll do is I'll break this down, lay it out across here, and show you how I built it. Okay folks, I've taken everything off the wagon, so this is it as it is. So these particular things, they're just blocks to help me wedge bits and bobs in place. If you're building this ride just as a ride and you don't bother with the vehicles, then therefore all this doesn't matter. But anyway, that said, this is what you need to build the ride that I built. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there's 11 1x4 plates, and each one of these has these transcolor studs to represent the lights. So that's what they are. So that's 88 colored studs. There's two more green 1x1 1x8 plates and a 1x8 tile. Over here we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 2x6 plates, a 1x4 plate there, and we need 2 of those. And down here we've got 2 1x6 plates. This is the signage that I had printed, so it's 2 2x4 tiles. And here is another 1x4 plate with these panel pieces. What else have we got? You'll need 4 of these 2x2 jumper tiles. So there's 2 there and 2 here. What else have I got? In here, this is all part of the support structure. So there's a, it's not really, yes it is, sorry. This is a headlight brick with a couple of lights on there. 2 half bushings. A 1x1 Technic brick, and this is just a spacer to hold things in place. It's a 1x1 round tile, but it doesn't have to be round. And inside, holding all this together, is a flick fire missile sort of pin. So I've done that twice, so everything sort of fits in there, and that's been glued together. Here, just for the decoration, this represents novelty lighting. We have a flame piece and a brightly coloured cone, and this has been glued onto this tile. Finally, this is what makes the core. We've got here, excuse me 1 second, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, so there's 2 of them, so there's 8 of these 2x1 bricks with studs on the front, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 12 ordinary 2x1 bricks. And what else is there in there? And at the bottom there's a 2x2 plate and another one just a bit further up there. These are basically to help hold it together and also to space the studs. So you make 2 of these to form the cores, because those are where the light bars are going to be positioned. So that's all of the elements. So what I'll now do is build this in stages. Okay, the first thing I've done is I put all the plates together, So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of the 2x6 plates on the top with a 1x4 plate there, and then underneath you've got the other 4 2x6 plates, and then the 1x4 plate on the other end to overlap them, and the 2 1x6 plates are at the back. There's a little gap there which you could either fill in or leave. It doesn't really matter. So that's the base built. The next thing I'll do is build the frame for the swing for this thing to be positioned on. Okay, so this is the backboard lighting scheme and the seating for the swing. So if I turn this round, the 2 dark green plates, they are vertical, and what happens is everything is laid across like floorboards, and this 2x6 plate in orange, that's what's supporting these 2 tiles across the front. The other green plate, that's what's holding on to all of these, that's what's holding on to all of these panels. And then the whole lot, you just lay it across, leaving these exposed, because those are going to connect to these, which is what I will do next. Okay, so this is all ready for the tower. So this is the reason why the thing swings, because of the bar inside. So basically that's what all that's about. If you don't have one of those, I'm trying to think the best way of calling them, the flick fire pins, then I suppose you could experiment with just using bars, but I found that the flick fire pins were best because they fit into the 1x1 Technic brick, with the stud sticking out at one end. So, but that's entirely up to the individual person who wants to modify this idea. So the next thing I'm going to do is sort out the towers over there for this thing to go on. Okay, so here we go. The towers have been simply built up in kind of a mirror build, so that the light bars go on the outside and at the front, and whatever you do to one you do to the other, but in mirror. And it's an odd number of studs because you have to allow for these half bushes here. This whole thing here is designed so that this thing can swing. So that's why it's called the rokkabye. So the next thing I will do is place the light bars around here, and then finally cap it off with the 2 flame features. Okay, I've put all the light bars onto the towers, so it hides everything from the front. I've capped one side but deliberately left the other one off, because I wanted to show you why I have that tile at the end, and it's a spacer to help hold everything into position, especially if you're not planning to glue this thing permanently and you're going to treat it as a real disposable Lego model. So the tile is just there to act as a spacer between the brick and the plates. So all I would do is I take my feature, in this case the flame, and I would just position it on the top there. So now the ride itself is complete, and accompanying it in the background is my Shepharton's wagon. So this is the in my case, this is the Rokkabye swing ride that you asked for. So I hope this helps you out. Feel free to sort of modify this or simplify it. The reason why it's a little bit chunky is because I like the light towers, and I wanted to make it like this so that it would fit onto this wagon. because everything I make for this Shepharton's micro fun fair, it's all about the vehicles and what I can get on them. So that's why this ride is a little bit chunky. You could simplify this by using Technic axles and Technic elements if you didn't want to have these chunky light towers. But anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.